So today's webinar will be recorded. We record webinars for 3 reasons. 1, for internal training purposes. 2, to provide to our funders as part of our commitments to them. And 3, so that trainees like yourselves can watch these sessions in the future in order to support their career and development, where they've been unable to attend the live sessions. We store these videos on our secure internal Teams platform and in private YouTube videos, which cannot be accessed without our permission. You will store these videos for a maximum of 5 years. You will have the right to choose to leave the session at any stage if you do not wish to be recorded. If you do choose to leave, we will attempt to hold another unrecorded webinar to accommodate you. If you have spoken during the session and wish that a segment of the recording to be deleted, we will do so. Neither Microsoft Teams or Springboard store any information about you, including your IP address. And for further information, please visit the news article, Understanding Webinars.
Cool. Thank you very much, Jordan. That's great. So any objections, guys, let us know, because we can stop recording, because we want to do the session regardless. But if everyone's cool, we'll get on with things. So welcome to the Careers Hub session 2. Hope you enjoyed the first session. If this is your first session of the day, because different schools are dropping in at different points, then welcome to you guys. We hope you enjoy this session. So what have we got planned for this session? So agenda-wise, we're going to have a look at our CareerScope website. So I'll tell you a bit more about that in a second. We'll have a look at our CareerScope video, which explains basically how to register for our services. We've got a wonderful guest speaker from Celtic Manor, who's going to tell you all about Celtic Manor. I told you a little bit on the last session, but iconic, amazing hotel. And so yeah, we've got Tracy Israel from Celtic Manor. She's the head of learning and development. So welcome, Tracy, and we'll come to you for proper introductions as we go through the presentation, and then we'll just talk about at the end, how you guys can register for Springboard, or if you need some help registering. And you don't have to register for Springboard, but anyone that's joining today and has got an interest, as I said before, for a part-time job, a summer job, a full-time job, a career, we'd love to help you guys. It's completely free, and as you're going to see now, we've got some great networks with hotels like Celtic Manor or Citizen M and lots of other people from all over the industry. So yeah, so that's the second session. The chatter was great on the first session, guys, so lots of questions. Lots of feedback for us, so keep that going. Tracy will be happy to answer questions as well. So right, in terms of CareerScope, so what is it? So CareerScope is Springboard's website, if you like, but it's the website for you guys. So it's the website where you guys can get support to get into jobs, so you can get some one-to-one kind of help and mentoring and access to all the networks that we have. Also, there's lots on there about careers and hospitalities, building CVs, and getting better interview skills. There's really kind of loads of great stuff on there. We've got a training platform called Flow Hospitality as well, which has got lots of online modules, and if you wanted to do one, that's great. If you wanted to do 40, because there's 40 of them, then you can do that, and you can learn all about coffee, health and safety, food allergens, leadership, lots of kind of cool things. So it's a really good website. But the best way to explain that to you guys is to show you a little bit about CareerScope. So we've got a video which explains a little bit about it, and also explains how you can register, which is really quick and really easy. And as I said, once you're kind of registered, then you can get all that kind of help and support from Springboard to get you a part-time job, summer job, career, whatever it is that you're looking for. So I'm hoping all of this is going to work. So let's test it. Jordan, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Right. Can everyone hear and see that?
Couldn't hear it quite yet. Just maybe turn the volume up to the max if you can.
Okay, so I'm going to put the volume up to the max. Now, sorry that this isn't as smooth as we want it to be, but as I was saying, sometimes the technology is like that. Hopefully next year we'll be in person. So I'm going to play it again. I'm going to stop it just to make sure that everyone's okay, and then I'll make it full screen.
Welcome to.
All right, so I just give everyone a couple of seconds to put on the chatter that they're okay, and if we don't hear from you, we'll assume that it's fine. Jordan, could you hear it okay? Can you see it okay?
Yeah, we could hear and see.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, and some chatter that people are all right.
All right, so let's go full screen and enjoy the video, guys.
CareerScope. CareerScope is a platform that has been designed to support you in moving forward into a future career in hospitality, leisure, and tourism, offering you free information, advice, guidance, and support. For example, with CV building or interview skills, plus access to free training, signposting to employers and live vacancies, as well as access to apprenticeships and further education opportunities. CareerScope is your one-stop shop to gain all the information you need to start your career in hospitality, leisure, and tourism. But why hospitality, leisure, and tourism? What is it like to be working in this industry? Here are a few reasons as to why you may want to consider working in this exciting industry. The hospitality, leisure, and tourism industry is one of the top 5 industries to work for in the UK and employs millions of people in a variety of different roles and sectors. You can gain skills that can be easily transferred across departments. For example, you may start off with a role in housekeeping, or you start off as a waiter and then become a cocktail bartender. This is possible within the hospitality, leisure, and tourism industry. There are so many different departments and sectors in hospitality. You could be working anywhere: a hotel, a restaurant, a coffee shop, even a sports stadium, working back of house in the kitchen or front of house as a meter and greeter. You may even get to serve your favorite pop star or footballer. There are so many opportunities. There are fantastic opportunities for training in the industry. Hospitality, leisure, and tourism offer some of the best training to support you in your career as you gain more experience. This really does give you the opportunity to work anywhere in the world, not just the UK. The travel opportunities and the friends you make along the way, as well as the support of like-minded people, means there is a job for everyone, and one where you will always feel part of a team. Hospitality, leisure, and tourism focuses on people, both the customer, but just as important, you, and the opportunities and support are endless. So, how do you find out more and get the support and guidance you need to set you off on a path of discovery about the industry? How do you get the best tailored personal support? Simple. Just complete our career profile. This is an amazing tool that will take you no longer than 10 minutes to complete. All you have to do is answer a few questions about yourself and tick the boxes that most apply to you to create your very own personal profile. To create a profile, you must be at least 15 years old. All you need to do is click on Create a Profile on the right-hand side of the screen. You will then need to answer 20 questions about yourself so we can create a personal profile for you. Underneath the profile creation title, you can see a statement explaining why we are collecting this information. It states, "We are collecting this data so that we can recommend the best possible opportunities within Springboard's provisions. None of this data will stop you from taking part in any of our courses or services." It is important that you have your national insurance number with you and that you share that with us. Don't worry if you don't have a national insurance number yet. You can just state that you are still in full-time education. If you need further information or examples for each question, click on the question mark. The progress bar will complete as you progress through the questionnaire. Once you have completed the questionnaire, your profile will be created and you will have access to web links and contact information for further education courses, apprenticeship details, Flow's extensive training library along with work experience opportunities. As you progress through your career, your profile will show what courses you have completed and what courses you are taking. By creating a personal profile with CareerScope, we can offer you tailor-made support throughout your career in hospitality, leisure, and tourism. Furthermore, you will be able to access live vacancies, look at pathways into apprenticeships and college, access free training, and view your career map. As your experience and career grows, so does your profile, by allowing you to update your job status and needs. So, if you think hospitality, leisure, and tourism industry is the industry for you, the industry where you will receive the best training and support, the industry where you have the opportunity to gain transferable skills and to progress and make new friends across the world, then just click on the link.
All right, there we go, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Let us know what you think of it on the chatter. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know what you think about that on the chatter. Basically, yeah, the message from us is we'd love to help you. As the video was saying, we've got some amazing resources and tools on CareerScope, but you'll also get some one-to-one support as well. So we've got a team that looks after people and yeah, looks at their CV, helps with interview skills and tries to get anyone that wants to into work or get some work experience if you're looking to do a particular thing. So yeah, we'd love you guys at some point to to take some time and fill out the profile, which only takes kind of 10 minutes, and then we'll be in contact after that, and we can hopefully help you get whatever it is that you're after. So that's the link there, guys. We will share that with all teachers and all schools. So you know, you can, if you've got your phone, you can take a little picture now if you want. Otherwise, as I said, we're going to share it anyway, or you can just put us into the internet Springboard Charity, and you'll be able to find it easily enough. But yeah, we would love if you guys want to sign up, and yeah, we want to help. The more young people we help, the better. And you know, we'd love you guys, a bit like with us, to fall in love with the industry as well. Jordan, what did you think of the video?
Great. I think it explains it really well. It's a really simple process, so it won't take very long. I've just posted the link in the chat as well.
Perfect.
To get it that way.
Perfect. It made me miss traveling as well. I saw beaches, and I think New York came up and Rio came up, so I was like, oh, I'm really looking forward to getting traveling again, and yeah, hopefully something that you guys will enjoy going forward as well. Right, so that's about CareerScope. If there's any questions, let us know. Jordan, has anything come through so far?
Arlene's just saying it looks very good and useful for work experience as well as part-time work and easy to apply.
Yeah, exactly. And particularly with the work experience, sometimes people have something niche that they want to get into. So I don't know if there's one example, maybe somebody wants to do finance or something like that, then we can help to try to organise that type of work experience as well. Work experience is always great as well, because it gives you a chance to try something, try before you buy almost, see if you like it. So it can be a really cool thing as well. All right, and guys, again, if you register on CareerScope, we've got lots of networks. Today, for example, you're going to meet Citizen M, you're going to meet Celtic Manor, but some of the other companies, it's only a snapshot that we work with. Is Compass Group, is Radisson, which are a hotel company, Park Plaza, Hilton, Accor Hotels, Wagamama. So most of you guys probably know Wagamama. So yeah, we've got lots of partners who are looking for talent and staff. So yeah, so see what you guys think anyway, and we can take it from there. Okay, dokie. Tracy, so now we're going to come to Tracy Israel, who is Head of Learning and Development for the Celtic Collection. And as I was saying, iconic hotel, especially if you love your golf. And I like a little bit of golf. So Tracy, if you're there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand it over to you to do a small introduction and tell us all about kind of your journey and the hotel company that you work for.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Tony. Can you all hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You loud and clear.
Okay. So hear my dulcet Welsh tones coming from beautiful South Wales, South East Wales, if to be specific about it. The Celtic Collection basically has been sort of born out of the iconic Celtic Manor resort. Now, I look after the training and development of all our staff here, and that doesn't necessarily just mean they are sort of job skills, as it were. So, for example, of our waiters in terms of how to carry trays, how to pull a good pint, how to make the best cappuccino. But I also look after all their sort of personal and career development as well. So later this morning, I'm hoping to share some sort of inspirational stories with you to show that basically the hospitality industry has got something for everyone. Now, I'm not born and bred in hospitality, okay? I basically started my life working in IT. As you do when you're quite young, sort of, you come out of school, you maybe go to uni, I did a very, what I call bog standard degree in English and history, only because I had no idea what I wanted to do. But one of the things that I was doing on a regular basis throughout my sort of early years was I was doing part-time jobs. I worked in a pub as a barmaid. I worked in a restaurant. I worked in a shop. I quite enjoyed working in the jewellery shop, I have to be honest. But one of the things I realised very early on that I liked doing was actually working and interacting with people. And that whole term of hospitality goes hand in hand with the fact that we are in a people service industry. Yeah, hospitality has to have someone delivering it and somebody receiving it. So if it's something that you guys like, i.e. chatting to your friends, interacting with people at school, these are critical skills, believe it or not, that open the door into a hospitality career. They are the very basic skills that we all learn from a very young age, and believe it or not, they are highly sought after. The ability to be able to just have a quick chat with someone. You don't know how valuable that ability is. So don't think that getting into hospitality means having to have like all new skills or new types of qualifications. Actually, just enjoying our time with other people is what we are looking for. It's what I call, you know, the holy grail, somebody who loves having that sort of chin wag and ensuring that people are having a good time. So as I said, I started off in IT and I basically sort of fell a little bit, dare I say it, into training and realised that, oh my God, at long last, it was something that I really enjoyed because it gave me the opportunity to be interacting with people all the time. And naturally, that made me really then consider whether my sort of, you know, my end goal was to take my sort of learning and development and training experience into the world of hospitality. And that's where I am now. And I have to be honest and say it's very rarely, I think, in this day and age, can someone say, you know, I can't imagine doing a different job, but I can certainly say that about myself. And I would hope that if we spoke to people within the Celtic collection, that you'd hear them say exactly the same thing as well. As you get older, guys, you know, the getting up in the morning to go to work is so much easier when you look forward to doing what you do. And that is what I think hospitality can give people. It can give them a different day every day. It can introduce them to different people every day. You know, Tony mentioned just now, oh, I think it was on the video, Tony. It was your voice, wasn't it, on the video?
No, it's actually one of my colleagues, but yeah, I think he's got a bit of a Scottish accent as well. So yeah, I can see why you got confused.
But you know, yes, I have met some of my idols while working here. One of them, Mick Jagger. Now, some of you may be too young to know, but he's the lead singer of the Rolling Stones. As I grew up, I had posters of him on my bedroom wall. And while I've worked at the Celtic Collection, I've had the privilege to be able to welcome Mick to the Celtic Collection. So it's given me so much. And what I want to try and do today is tell you about us as a business and share with you the possibilities and the opportunities there are, not only with us as Celtic Collection, but you know, in all hospitality and tourism businesses as well. So, Tony, can you click onto the next slide for me, please?
Yeah, definitely, Tracy. Just to agree with what you were saying as well, life's so much easier if you've got a job that you enjoy. Like I woke up this morning and think, okay, great, you know, happy to come to work, and it was always the same when I was working in hotels as well. So it's very, very true. Guys, as we go, if you've got any questions for Tracy, just put them onto the chatter or any comments you want to make, and then Jordan can read them out for us. There you go, Tracy.
Lovely. So what I want to start is it's a quick little tour, effectively, of what I call the Celtic Collection properties. Now, just very, very quickly, the Celtic Collection as a brand is very, very new, okay? We've always basically operated as the Celtic Manor Resort, but actually we're far more than just one big resort now, and you'll see as I go through the next slides that there's far more to our collection than meets the eye. So we'll start by putting up a little slide that shows you what in June 2021, so that's now, what our current property overview is. And I'll give you a little bit of detail about this then on the following slide. So we start off by telling you that we have 6 resorts and hotels. It's not just the iconic Celtic Manor resort that you see on the side of the hill just after you've entered Wales on the M4, but we have a number of other properties all now living under the Celtic Collection. And within these resorts and hotels, we have 3 meeting and event venues, one of those being the brand new International Convention Centre Wales, where just about a year and a half ago, just before we went into lockdown, we hosted Space UK. And we had Tim Peake down here sort of talking about his journey into space. We then, a couple of days later, had Arnold Schwarzenegger here doing an evening with. So it was like, it really blew my mind, because there was, there was a spaceman and there was the Terminator. So all within 1 week of each other.
Amazing. Now,
across the resorts and hotels, we've got 722 hotel rooms, 8 fabulous restaurants, and I can vouch for those because I have eaten in every single one of them. As Tony mentioned, we are the home of golf. We have 3 championship golf courses, and maybe some of you, maybe some of the teachers or some of the parents will know that in 2010 we hosted the world-renowned Ryder Cup Championship here at Celtic Manor in Wales. And to be honest with you, Sir Terry Matthews, our owner, he basically built this resort and he built the 2010 golf course specifically to host that competition, and it really put us on the map. Now, we've got 8 vibrant bars, and again, something I particularly like, we have 3 health clubs and 2 spas, and that contains, everything from gyms, activities, rooms for a lovely massage and so forth. So you can see straight away that actually we're just not all about bedrooms and restaurants. There's a lot more to our hospitality business than meets the eye. So let's very quickly go through the different properties we have. Thank you, Tony. So the Celtic Collection, as I said, is a very new brand. And you can see, and this slide may be a little blurred for you, but I'll very quickly show you how we break it down. So if we look at that very middle section, we have the resorts and hotels. And sitting under that, we have what we call the Celtic Manor brand, which effectively is part of, so it includes the main resort hotel. It also includes our Caldra Court Hotel and the iconic Manor House, which is where it all started. But you can see that we have 2 other categories, one of which we've called T hotels. Now, that word T, and you'll see the Y has got a little sort of roof on it. That's a Welsh word that means home, okay? Now, our T hotel brand is what we call purposeful travel. So these hotels are ideal for your traveling business people. Or let's say there's someone, these days I'm hearing so many people telling me, oh, I haven't seen my grandparents for over 12 months. T hotel is ideal because it gives you exactly what you want, a comfortable bed, great coffee and a lovely breakfast, and all the stuff that you don't want. So that's what our T hotel brand is about. And then the third arm is what we call our inspired properties. Now, these are our distinctive properties. They're they're standalone. And one of those is our beautiful country inn called the Newbridge on Usk. It's what we call a restaurant with rooms, and it is, I suppose, boutique in its feel. It's situated on the River Usk, out in beautiful countryside, and it has got fine dining and basically a massive following, where I don't think there's ever a week when the Newbridge on Usk isn't fully booked. So you can see that the Celtic collection now is divided into different sort of specific brands. So Tony, let's go on to have a quick look at the pictures of these.
Yeah, of course.
So there is, I suppose I would call it our flagship, okay, the Celtic Manor Resort. Not only famous for the Ryder Cup, but again, maybe some of the teachers might remember, if there are any parents listening in 2014, we had the privilege of effectively welcoming the NATO summit to take place at the resort, where we basically welcome all the heads, all the sort of heads of countries, including at that time Barack Obama, and he plus about 20,000 Secret Service men came to stay with us at the resort. And in a moment, I'll tell you a bit more about Mr. Obama.
Cool.
So there's our main resort. Now, the picture you're looking at here is what we know as the Manor House. There's a lovely story here, because our owner, who I've mentioned, Sir Terry Matthews. Sir Terry basically is a Welshman who has also got Canadian citizenship. But Sir Terry was born in this particular house because it was a maternity house. And so his mum had him as a baby in this lovely manor house at that time. And years later, he was driving from London down to Wales, by now a self-made billionaire. And up on the side, he saw the manor house dilapidated. And he got to the next junction, came off, turned around and came all the way back up the motorway, up to the manor house, and decided there and then he was going to buy it and he was going to turn it into a luxury hotel. So as you can see, there are real family ties with not only the buildings, but the fact that we're a privately owned business, and Sir Terry and his family are still highly, highly involved in the business. And that to me is one of the things that I love about working here, because we're not corporate in that way. We are, people care about us. We feel like staff that we're cared about, and we care for the family who looks after us as well. So that's a little story about the manor house. So on we go, Tony.
Yeah.
So remember I talked about the lovely new bridge on Usk. Here's a picture of it set in this country setting. Again, one of my favourite places. And following on from the new bridge, great. These are what we call our hunter lodges. They are 5-star self-contained lodges. And this is where Mr. Obama and his crew of Secret Servicemen stayed when they were here for the NATO summit in 2014. And the picture that we've got here is called, this lodge is called Ernest Eagle. And you see there's a connection here. The eagle, of course, being the symbol of the great United States of America. So this has been effectively named after President Obama. Okay, so these are wonderful places to stay in. Here's our Caldra Court Hotel, which is only about a 5-minute drive from us. It's a 4-star property. And the great thing about staying at the Caldra Court is that you can also use the facilities up here at the resort. So it's a win-win for everyone who comes to stay with us. And then we have our new brand, which is called our T hotels, our home hotels. As we said, these are for our purposeful travellers. And currently we have one of these open in Southeast Wales, but the next slides will tell you a bit more about how we're expanding. So from September of this year, we are opening 2 new properties this year. The first one being, we're so excited about it, you wouldn't believe it. We are opening one of our inspired properties called the Parkgate Hotel, which is in Cardiff city centre. It's actually, for you rugby fans out there, it's actually partly owned by the Welsh Rugby Union. And it will be the hotel that when England come to play Wales, and of course, when, you know, Wales will most probably thrash them at rugby, but the parkade right next door will be where the English team will stay. It is what we call a 4-star deluxe property, and it opens this coming September. So already you can see that the diverse nature effectively of the opportunities that there are working just in one brand. So think about the opportunities there are with the multitude of hospitality brands that are out there. Now, next April, we are going further west. We're going all the way down to Pembrokeshire, which is where we're opening a brand new tea hotel in Milford Haven, in Milford Waterfront. And I think, Tony, there is, I believe, a little video in a moment after this. So if you click a few slides for me, you'll see we've got some info that comes up. Now, this brand new place is going to have 100 bedrooms, restaurant and bar, an activity suite and private dining. Yes, I thought so. Thank you. So the next little video will tell you a little bit about it.
People still think of Milford Haven as a fishing docks. It's a lot more than that.
Can everyone hear that okay?
Yeah, maybe turn it up a little bit, Tony, if you can.
Yeah, no problem. Going up to full volume now.
The arrival of the hotel into Milford Haven is a real milestone for the town. The marina these days is bustling. We've got some great local places you can eat and drink. We've got some great little boutique shops. This is niche, this is Welsh, and this is going to be tailored to Milford Waterfront.
The Tea Hotel, which is going to be run by the Celtic Collection, is a 100-bedroom hotel. The real benefit, the real ripple is going to be from all the local economy, the jobs, the shops, the cafes, the restaurants, everything here.
All of us at Visit Pembrokeshire are delighted. Our main aim is to grow tourism for the benefit of everybody in Pembrokeshire. You have the traditional hotspots down in the south with Tenby and Saundersfoot, and up in the north around the St David's area. It's fantastic to have this new 100 bedrooms right in the centre of the county. Guests staying in the new tea hotel in the Milford Waterfront will be spoilt for choice.
Just a short drive from here are some of the best beaches you will find in Europe. We've got outstanding castles, we've got wonderful landscapes. This new hotel development is a really exciting development, not just for the town of Milford Haven, but for the whole Pembrokeshire economy. Milford Haven is a town with its own unique personality and heritage, and this development will bring new investment into the town. It will create not just new jobs, but new career opportunities for the youngsters in the town, and that can only be a really good thing.
Tea Hotel Milford Waterfront is an exciting opportunity to develop the Celtic Collection further in partnership with the Port of Milford Haven. We truly believe in a localised approach, stakeholders, business groups and local businesses to contribute to the local economy. On behalf of the team, we are looking forward to working with the Port of Milford Haven to deliver a great experience to all of our guests that visit Milford Waterfront.
Great, thank you, Tony. Now, buildings such as that need people inside to run them. And so, you know, as we are expanding as a brand, we are going to have more and more of these opportunities. And it is something to say that, you know, what they said there, which was about sort of career building, becoming involved with a newly open property, oh my goodness, opens so many pathways, because it's practically like sort of Christmas morning, able to unwrap presents, because the opportunities are there for you. Okay, so by the end of June 2022, so a year from now, you'll see that we will have 10 resorts and hotels open. Now, the last section of my talk, and I'm conscious of time, guys, so I have to be honest, I wasn't very good with the timing of this. Let me just introduce you a little bit to our team.
Let's play this video now, Tracy.
Yes, please, Tony.
Yeah, and what a beautiful country Wales is as well. That just looks absolutely stunning. What we just saw there. So let me play this video as well, guys.
Okay.
Turn the volume
The
back.
Celtic Collection is a family of hotel properties developed from the success of the Celtic Manor Resort. Throughout the collection, our ethos is to deliver exceptional guest experiences, and we can only achieve this with the support and inspiration provided by our incredible team. Our people truly make our business, and together we will shape the future vision for the Celtic Collection at this exciting time of growth.
Our purpose is the reason the Celtic Collection exists as a business. We have created a purpose that is relatable to our guests, our partners and our people. Deliverable by everyone, on behalf of all of us. So, here it is, the Celtic Collection purpose. We put exceptional experiences at the heart of everything. Our values are the beliefs that guide our business decisions, and they have been inspired by our people.
Commitment. We are passionate about our success.
Innovation. We are driven by new ideas and continuous improvement.
Diversity. We are an inclusive team who care for and respect each other.
Growth. We are focused on the development of our people and the future.
Loyalty. We are proud of a reputation that we have created.
Whilst our purpose and values are the foundations, our vision is a signpost to the future and what we want to achieve. The Celtic Collection vision for the future is to be the home of inspirational, world-leading hospitality. Our vision is the base from which our ambitions are created. And here are the leadership team to tell you a little bit more about what we aim to achieve.
We will develop the Celtic Collection to over 2,000 bedrooms using the expertise and reputation we have created.
We will grow our business by maximising our opportunities across all our hotels and venues.
We will ensure we have a sustainable business through management contracts to allow us to invest into our properties.
We will be recognised as one of the Sunday Times best companies to work for, a celebration of our commitment to our people.
We will be a global brand, proud of our Welsh roots, an innovative brand which will grow across Wales and beyond.
You've seen our passion and how committed we are to create exceptional experiences for our people and everyone who touches our business. all of whom play a part in our future as we go further to be the home of inspirational, world-leading hospitality.
Okay, so let's sort of bring, I suppose, this presentation to a close by hopefully asking you guys to consider sort of joining us and really looking at, you know, your own Celtic journey. Okay, I'm going to finish with, if we can just go back one step, we'll finish with one. I've got three, but I think we'll go for, where is it?
Is it one of the stories?
One
Yeah.
inspirational story.
Yeah,
yes.
cool.
Simon Crockford, or Si, as we all know him, something that he once said to me, I couldn't even cook an egg without burning it to begin with. So having no ideas what he wanted to do, having just left school with only a couple of GCSEs to his name, and I'm sure, like a lot of us, with a nagging mum and dad in his ear, Simon enrolled on a catering course at Pembrokeshire College in 2005. And he tells me that this decision changed his life because he found a passion for cooking that gave him the opportunity to join the Celtic Manor's culinary apprenticeship scheme in 2007. Now, Si has worked up from commie chef, so literally the one scraping the potatoes, to a chef de partie, he's allowed to make the sauces, into a junior sous, is now getting involved with menus, and then a sous chef, and then he became head chef of what we call the Terry M restaurant in 2013. He became basically head honcho. By 2016, Simon was executive restaurant chef for the Celtic Manor Resort, and actually next year, when we open Tea Hotel, plus a couple of other properties up our sleeves, Simon is moving on to take on the role of executive chef for the Celtic Collection's West Wales properties. Now, that is only a very short example of how somebody can literally go from not even knowing what they want to do, but where hospitality has given them a passion and a career path to follow. There are more stories, but I think what I will do, Tony, for time, is you can perhaps share those stories with delegates when you basically maybe share some other information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely,
So,
Tracy.
thank you, everyone. And as I said, why not think about joining us and starting your own Celtic journey? Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy. That was amazing. I mean, Wales, what a stunning country. And some of you guys sitting, I know we've got some Londoners and we've got some people from the south of England. But, you know, if you fancied a period of time in Wales, it's a beautiful country, amazing properties, you know, great examples there of Simon growing, as we were saying in the session earlier today, starting right at the bottom. I'm sure he's on a very good salary now and doing really well for himself, which is great, which is what it's all about. Tracy, I've got a couple of questions, but I'll just go to Jordan to see if there's any questions or anything that's come through on the chatter at all.
We don't have anything on the chatter at the moment.
Cool, no problem.
Okay.
Guys, if there's any questions that you want to ask Tracy, then let us know just before she goes now in a couple of minutes. Tracy, I've got two questions. The first question is, I know you've got current properties and you've got properties that you're opening up. What kind of like positions are you recruiting for now and going forward in the future, just in case that we've got some of the guys sitting in the audience thinking, you know what, I'd love to work for those guys.
Go back a few slides, if you can. Keep going. Here we go. Okay, as I said, we're not just rooms and restaurants, and believe it or not, each one of these areas that I've got listed here, we are looking for roles in. Sales and revenue, finance department, IT, conferencing, golf, retail, spa, housekeeping, Simon's culinary team. Even we're looking for roles in sort of what we call greenkeeping, so looking after those wonderful golf courses, and within our gardening teams as well. We have got well over 200 job vacancies at the moment, part-time, full-time, casual, permanent contracts.
Great, amazing. And I was saying to the guys on an earlier webinar, Tracy, that like in hospitality, there's so many jobs that you just don't think of. And I used to work in a hotel that was on the outskirts of Edinburgh called Marriott Dalmahoy, lovely hotel with a golf course as well. Not quite the same level as you guys. You guys are like literally the best of the best. But I remember we had a greenkeeping team, so gardening, greenkeeping, and it's just not something you necessarily think about with hospitality.
Absolutely.
So yeah, all sorts of stuff. So check it out, guys. You would be working for the best of the best as well. As you know, we've got good networks with Tracy, so if you're interested, let your teachers know or get in touch with us, and then we can put you in touch with Tracy, which we'd love to do. Tracy, my other question as well is, yeah, you talked about meeting Mick Jagger. Now, you guys, as I said, like iconic kind of property. Have you met any other famous people? Yeah, you got any more?
I got two other ones that I'm particularly proud of, because don't forget, not all celebrities want to have any interaction with the team members. Some quite understandably value their privacy. We've had everyone from Beyonce, Kylie Minogue stay here, and Beyonce certainly did not want, she had her own team around her, so we weren't allowed to certainly go up and take photos. However, two that I thought were amazing. The first one was Alan Carr, Chatty Man. Okay, Alan Carr and I were basically in a lift together. And you know what it's like sometimes when you see somebody on TV, yeah, and then you see them in the flesh. It's like as if you're seeing someone you know, even though you don't really know them, you've just seen them on the TV. So the lift doors open and I stepped in, and it was actually the staff lifts, because he was coming down. We were keeping him sort of back of house, so he wasn't going to get all his fans screaming at him. So the doors opened, I stepped in and I said, "Oh, hi, how are you?" Because I thought I knew him. I thought he was a member of our team. And he said, "Oh, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?" I said, and then it dawned on me. I thought, oh my gosh, this is Alan Carr. No. He's not a team member. He's actually a celebrity. So I said to him, I've just realised who you are. I said, "I'm terribly sorry." He said, I just feel I know you. I said, "I thought you were one of the team members." And he said, "Do you know," he said, "one of the nicest things people have said," he said, "because your team are amazing." Oh. He said, "and I would love," he said, "to be a part of this team if I was going to be in any team." So he was wonderful. And the other little escapade I've had is that one day, while in a rush, I basically sort of too quickly opened the door into the spa, and standing behind the door, which I clonked on his head, was Phil Collins, the pop star. Wow. So he basically, I had to very quickly apologise to him. I said, "Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. My thoughts were you shouldn't have been standing so close to the door," but that's another story. But he was also very gracious and accepted my apology. So I've met as well as injured celebrities, Tony.
Yeah, wow, amazing, amazing, and I love that as well. And that's a real kind of hotel and hospitality thing that you can, depending upon where you're working, you get to meet some really famous people, and it's it's normally a very, very cool experience as well. And everyone loves when you're telling your mates and stuff. Everyone loves hearing about that stuff. So Tracy, listen, passionate, brilliant. Thank you so much. We love that. So yeah, thank you very much for your time, and yeah, we'll speak to you very soon.
My pleasure. All the best for the rest of the session, guys. You're doing a fabulous job. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Tracy. You take care.
Take care, everyone.
Bye, Tracy. Bye-bye.
So, Tony, we've had a question in the chat about someone was having trouble with the password entry while registering for CareerScope.
Okay.
So I think we've got Ted.
Good morning.
Who's going to just quickly clarify what we need to do with the password.
Oh yeah, cool. No problem at all. Hello Ted, how are you?
I'm good, Tony. Hey Jordan, how you going?
Nice to have you as a guest appearance. Great.
Lovely to make a guest appearance. Hello everybody, I'm Ted. I'm part of our technical support team who is gonna point out some top tips and tricks. When you're setting your password for CareerScope, please make sure that you've got a capital letter and that you use at least 3 different types of characters. So 3 different types of characters could be a capital letter, a non-capital letter, and a number. So for instance, if it was password 123, just capitalize the P and then you've got three different characters. Standard password stuff. 8 characters, all that jazz. One thing to note is that when you set a password and click create profile, it can take up to 60 seconds for that profile to create. So if you see nothing happening, don't navigate away from the page, because unlike perhaps with other systems where it's just setting up a profile based in its own website, this is linking to our back of house data storage system, and it's creating you a profile in there. So has anyone on the call recently made a profile? Feel free to unmute and just shout your name at me.
We've got someone
Anybody?
typing in just a second.
Oh, I can see Brandon's typing.
I'm just mindful of time as well, guys, because I know we need to keep to quite a strict schedule. So we've got 4 minutes, but we're also happy to take questions in the next webinar, even probably better the final webinar as well, where it's just me and Jordan. But Ted, yeah, thanks for that. That's really helpful. And
So,
as we keep saying, yeah, go for it.
Those who've recently made a profile, I've got Brandon, Brianna, Lucy, Jordan, Julia, Mara, Alana, Joshua, Nadia, Lydia, Madison, Jay, Ben, Gregory, Kezia, Clara, Livia, etc. All of those profiles are registering. They'll just take a moment to drop through. I can see them all within our CRM system, Salesforce.
Great, amazing.
Cool.
Amazing. Cool.
I'll vanish unless you'd like a detailed tour of the platform.
Yeah, normally we'd love to, Ted. It's just just time wise. I know we've got to finish this session in a couple of minutes for the schools. So, but listen, always great to have you as a guest appearance, and yeah, that's really helpful. So, thank you very much, Ted.
Perfect. Okay, lovely to see you again. If you need anything else, please tap me in again.
Cheers. Thank you, Ted.
Ciao for now. Bye.
Ciao for now. Bye. Cool, guys. So just to kind of wrap up, so really hope you enjoyed that session. Tracy's lovely, and yeah, it's I guess just a flavour for you guys. Some people might be sitting there thinking, okay, it's not the type of thing you want to do in terms of maybe the location and stuff like that. For other people, it might be absolutely the right thing, and you might maybe you're living in a big city and you want something slightly different. So it's just a small flavour. And what we've got next for our next session at 12:30 is Citizen M, who are very much kind of city based and modern, so very different. So it'll be nice for you guys to see something that's slightly different, and then you can compare the two. And it seems like people are registering already on CareerScope, but if you haven't, please do it now or do it later. And hope you enjoyed the session. And unless there's any questions, then you guys have a nice rest now, and we'll see you very soon at 12:30 for the next session. Thank you very much. Any questions,
so
Jordan?
We've got a question from Brandon about
Yes,
he's trying to
Brandon.
apply for a job. He's not sure what to put for the screening part where it says referred. It's the last question in the chat, if Brandon's still around.
Yeah. What we might have to do, Brandon, is pick that up with you separately. But if you're registering, then we'll have your details and we can get in touch with you. Does that make sense?
He's typing at the moment.
I think make sure we get our contact details in the chat, and then we can pick up with you maybe later this afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great idea, Gemma.
Okay. Well, thanks, guys, and we'll see you all a bit later.